Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Valentin Dish. The villagers of Wade Kurdi have been battling with poor mobile signals for the past 3 years. Despite a BSNL tower being installed 3 years ago to bolster connectivity, the frustrated locals still have to walk 2 to 3 kilometers away from the village to find a signal. Villagers allege that in times of crisis, they can't even connect to the 108 ambulance service or their relatives. They have urged the government to provide a 24/7 network to solve the daily problems.
हांव आसा वाडे कुर्डी हे पंचायतीक आनी हे पंचायतीची जी मोठी समस्या म्हणटी सारकी तांकां जे टॉवर आसून नेटवर्क ना. हे गांवांक कितलेशेच लोकांनी हे टॉवराक लागून स्ट्रगल केल्ले आसात. तशेंच कितलेशेच डिमांडाची पंचायती रिझोल्युशन घालून आनी प्रत्येक जे कोण हांगा जे आमदार येयले, सरपंच येयले, पंच येयले तेंचे कडेन रिक्वेस्ट करून हे लोकांनी हो जो फाटल्यान पळयता हो टॉवर घालून कसो तरी घेतलो. आतां 3 वर्सां जालो इन्स्टॉल केला हो टॉवर आनी हेजी जी कनेक्टिविटी आसा ती 12 जण ते वाडे आनी वाडे ते डायरेक्ट वेल्ल्या. पूण हांगा जे मदीं गांव येतात तांकां खंय तरी हे टॉवराचो मातसो सुद्दां उपयोग जायना, कारण हेजी जी नेटवर्काची जी रेंज येवपाक जाय आसली ती खंय तरी येयना. ते खातीर हे जे लोक आसा सामके बेजारलेले आसा की म्हणटा आमकां टॉवर येयलो पूण खंय तरी आजून नेटवर्क येयना. दोळे बंद करून उगडेच म्हणल्यार नेटवर्क गायब जाता. ना आमकां सद्याक स्वताक कॉल करूंक मेळना. तशेंच इंटरनेट सोडूनच दी बाकीचे ज्यो फॅसिलिटी सोशल मिडिया जाय असले आमकां कांयच यूजूच करूंक मेळना. जाल्यार हे टॉवराचो उपयोग कितें? तेणी कितलेशेच लोकांक सांगले, जे टेक्निशियन येतात हांगा तांकांय सांगलें तरी सुद्दां ते थोडे वेळ सारके करतात आनी थोडे वेळ चलता मागीर खंय तरी बंद पडटा. तो सगळें हे वाडेकारांची जी मागणी आसा की जाता तितले बेगीन तांकां तो टॉवर आसा तो सारको 24 वरां करून दिवची नेटवर्क, जेणे तेंची जी प्रॉब्लेमां आसा आनी सॉल्व जावची आनी तांकां कसले प्रॉब्लेमां फेस करपाक पडपाना.
म्हाका दिसता की हो जो टावर घातला आमकां बरी फॅसिलिटी दिवपाक जाय नेटवर्काची, ती आमकां तशी मेळना. हांव एकूच हें करता की रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह कोण आसा कितें आसा तेंच्यांनी आमकां एक बरी सर्वीस हांगा नेटवर्काची दिवची. कित्याक एक कॉल समज करपा जाल्यार आमकां एक रेंजीन येवचें पडटा. कोणी बरो ना जाता कोणाकूय कॉल करचें पडटा तेन्ना आमकां हें कॉल करपाक मेळना. तेन्ना एक अशें फिक्स जाग्यार आमकां येवन कॉल करचें पडटा. समज तर आमकां एक जाग्यार सावन कॉल करपाक जाय जाल्यार आमकां कॉल करपाची सुविधा आमकां मेळना.
आतां हे जे प्रॉब्लेम आसा तुमी अशें खंयचे टॅलिकॉम या कोणाकय अशें सांगलेलें BSNL जावं?
हय, आमी प्रत्येक फावटी कॉल करता तांकां. ते कितें म्हणटा आमी येतले येवन आमी करून तुमकां दितले अशें म्हणून, पूण ते आजून पर्यंत ह्या टावरा पर्यंत पावना आनी आमकां ती सर्विसूय बी दिवपाक पावना आजून पर्यंत.
आतां हे टावर नासल्या कारणान तुमकां कसले कसले डिफिकल्टीज फेस करपाक पडटा?
सांगपाचें म्हळ्यार हे जग जे आसा तें सोशल मिडियाचेर चलता आनी तीच आतां जग चलता तें सोशल मिडियाचेर चलता. आनी आमीच तरी इतले फाटीं आसा जाल्यार आमकां जें कितें घडटा जगार कितें घडटा तें कशें कळटलें? सगळें आतां फेसबूक जावं इंस्टाग्राम जावं युट्यूब हेजेरूच खबरो मेळटा आनी तेंच आमकां पळोवपाक मेळना.
सर तुमची डिमांड कितें आसा?
आमची डिमांड इतलें आसा की आमकां 24/7 रेंज मेळची हांगा, नेटवर्क मेळचो आनी आमी ताचो लाभ घेवचो सगळ्यांनी अशें आमकां दिसता सगळ्या भुरग्यांक.
आतां नेटवर्का लागून पळय सगळे आमगे सरपंच खबर आहा, सगळ्यांक खबर आहा, पूण आमकां आतां लोकल आमगे लोक कितें करता कोणचा ब्लेम करता. कोणच ऑलरेडी सांगता पूण आतां आमदार आहा, सरपंच आहा. आतां आमदार सगळीं काम करता म्हणटा डेव्हलपमेंटाची सगळीं करता म्हणटा जाल्यार हे ल्हानशे आमगे लोकांक एक हें इम्पॉर्टंट काम, हें गरजे काम तें तरी एटलिस्ट करूंक जाय आसलें न्हू. तुका दिसना? हें गरजेचोय. तरी आतां कोण एक मेलो गेलो जाल्यार तें आमकां कोणाक कांय खबर आसना. पयर पासून एक कोणी एक्सपायर जालो आमकां खबर ना. हांव इतू ते कोण आसा खबर ना. रातची मेलो खंयचे बायलन्स आनी आतां लोकां गेले इस्कुला भुरगीं वयताय. भुरग्यांक आतां तुका खबर आहा इस्कोला कोण नेटवर्क सारकें ना आनी हें सारकें ना तें सारकें ना हेच भाशेन चलता न्हय. आतां कोणा आमी कोणा ब्लेम करपाचो? आतां
पंचायती कडल्यान कितें एक्शन घेतल्या हेजेर?
पंचायती आमी सरपंच आमगे आयचीचो सरपंच खबर आहा. सरपंच केन्ना आमगे कितें जावन तें नेट खंय आसलें चलता न्हय फोन बंद.
आतां कितले वर्स जाले प्रॉब्लेम जाता?
सगळें चेपू जाला. आतां तो टावर घायला ते टावर कांय फायदोच ना. टावर घायन कोणाक कांय फायदो जालो ना.
सो आतां कितें डिमांड आसा? तुमी कितें कर?
आमकां रेंज सारकी जावपा जाय न्हू. आमकां रेंज आमगे भुरग्यांक जावं आमकां सगल्यांकूय प्रॉब्लेम जाता. टावर हो सारको जावपा जाय. अब BSNL लिंक चलता से मैं टावर ये ना रेंज ना से कैसे फायदा
Gaurish Sattarkar for Herald TV.
Waterfalls are actually the main attraction of monsoon tourism, but the tourists who come to Goa during the rainy season will have to put a damper on the joy of visiting the waterfalls because the Goa government has prohibited access to 22 out of the 38 waterfalls deemed dangerous, leaving only 16 accessible to the public. Additionally, due to the Forest Department offices not yet receiving official notification regarding the open waterfalls, many tourists are being turned away.
Savri Falls in South Goa, located within the Netravali Sanctuary, is categorized as high risk. Last year, following the drowning of 2 tourists at Mainaipi Falls in the same sanctuary, the Goa government banned tourists from accessing 22 high-risk and moderate-risk waterfalls. This ban remains in effect this year. However, due to a lack of information, many tourists are unaware of these restrictions and are forced to turn back.
इधर क्यों आए थे
इधर वाटरफॉल देखने आए थे हम नॉर्थ कर्नाटका से आए थे तो अभी इंफॉर्मेशन तो नहीं था हमारे पास तो अभी इधर ही बाहर ही खड़े हैं हम लोग अभी
तो
अंदर तो नहीं गए अभी
ओके क्या बोला गया आपको
कुछ भी नहीं अभी हाई टाइड है तो इसलिए बंद करते बोल के बोले सो इट्स वेस्ट ऑफ मनी ऐसे पहले ही इन्फॉर्म कर देना चाहिए था 2-3 दिन पहले ही तो अच्छा रहता था.
Tourism Minister Rohan Khonte expressed concern that the ban on waterfalls could negatively impact Goa's monsoon tourism business. In response, Forest Minister Vishwajit Rane announced that the 16 low-risk waterfalls, which were open to the public last year, will remain open this year as well. However, Herald TV discovered that these instructions have not yet been communicated to the relevant offices of the Forest Department. Additionally, some locals have suggested that waterfalls should be accessible to tourists, provided proper safety measures are in place.
As per last year's circular, Pali, the only moderate waterfall where tourists can visit. When I asked forest officers regarding this circular, they have told me that they have not received any circular regarding to allow tourists on low-risk waterfalls. Also, they said that when they will receive it, they will allow tourists, and it may be received within 2 or 3 days as per their information. And you can see there are forest guard available everywhere on the waterfalls.
बॅन म्हळ्यार कशें बॅन असं दवरप न्हू कारण ट्युरिस्ट जे आसा ते खंय जर पयसल्यान पावसांत जे वॉटरफॉल पडटा जावं गिमांतल्यान ते एन्जॉय करपा खातीर पूण तेजेर खंय तरी एक फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंटान म्हळ्यार वेवस्थीत रित्या तेजेर कितें तरी प्रयत्न करून म्हळ्यार ट्युरिस्ट येयले तांकां एन्जॉयमेंट करपाक मेळपाक जाय पूण कशें ट्युरिस्टांनी बीन तितलेंच जाणून घेवपाक जाय की वॉटरफॉलाचेर डीप कितलें आसा तेजे भायर थंय सरावंडींग एरिया अशें डेंजरस आसा काय कितें तें पळोवपाक जाय फॉरेस्टान तांकां लायफ जॅकेट दिवपाक जाय म्हळ्यार ते सगळे जे आसा ते सगळे वेवस्थीतपणान करून ट्युरिस्टांक हें करपाक जाय.
This summer, a large number of domestic tourists chose Goa as their destination. However, to ensure the tourism industry thrives even during the monsoon season, a dedicated monsoon tourism policy is needed. With Gaurish Sattarkar, Bureau Report, Herald TV.
The by-election to South Goa's Zila Panchayat constituency of Benoli was held on Sunday with an overall maximum voter turnout of 79.90% from 8 a.m. till the end of polling. The highest voter turnout was at Ward number 2 of Kudne with 95.06%. Reacting to this election, AAP Goa President Amit Palekar with full confidence said that victory of Benoli candidate Joseph Pimenta in the Zila Panchayat by-elections is pending. He stated that all supporters showed up at the polling booths to vote and he is confident the victory will be of Pimenta's. Reacting to the departure of candidate Royala Fernandez from the Congress, he remarked that Royala is the first proxy candidate of the BJP who resigned from the Congress for the selfish motive of contesting this election.
See, 12 पर्यंत नियरली 12 पर्यंत about 5,000 सुमार 5,000 some odd voting जाल्ली आसा. I think जो ट्रेंड आमी पळयला जो सकाळच्यान आमी बूथ पळयल्या आमी बूथ भोंवल्या बुथांचेर आमचे लोकूय आसात तो ट्रेंड पळयत जाल्यार इट इज शुअर शॉट विक्टरी ऑफ आम आदमी पार्टीज कॅन्डिडेट बाब जोसेफ पिमेंता. देर शूड नॉट बी एनी डाउट्स. लोक आमी इनफॅक्ट वी आर ट्रायing टू गेट इन टच विथ वोटर्स हू हॅव नॉट येट कम आउट बट दे हॅव ऑलरेडी सेड दॅट वी आर ऑन द वे टू वोटिंग. सो म्हाका दिसता बाय क्लोजर ऑफ द प्रोसेस बाय 5 o'clock नियरली अबाउट 60-75% तरी वोटिंग जातलें अशें दिसता म्हाका.
पण तरी पळोवपाक गेल्यार सर अजून कोण वोटर चड टर्नआउट जालो ना.
नाही, पयलीं म्हणजे आज संडे दे ऑल्सो अंडरगॉन वन इलेक्शन सम डेज बॅक, सो आय थिंक दिस इज बॅक टू बॅक इलेक्शन दॅट इज ऑल्सो क्रिएटिंग अ लिटल डॅम्पनेस एज फार एज वोटिंग पॅटर्न इज कन्सर्न. पण म्हाका दिसता इट इज नॉट अ डावनर फॉर इंडिया अलायन्स कॅन्डिडेट्स विक्ट्री. इंडिया अलायन्स कॅन्डिडेट इज फॉर्जिंग अहेड आनी आय थिंक इज फॉर्जिंग अहेड विथ हाय स्पीड. हांवें जे पळयलां, हांवें जे लोकां कडेन उलयलां, आनी I think there should not be any doubt about whatever that voters have decided. They have decided to vote for India Alliance candidates, and I can see it when it comes to when I म्हणजे आता full constituency आम्ही बोलया, आमचे MLA, आमचे leaders सगळे बोलया आम्ही. We are taking booth wise details also of what is happening, and we have taken this election very seriously, and we have coordinated the entire process.
आम्ही सकाळी रॉयला फर्नांडीस जे कॅन्डिडेट आहे इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट ताका मेळ्ळे. तांणी सांगलें की बींग इंडिया अलायन्स तुमी इंडिया अलायन्स न्हू फक्त आप म्हणून कॉन्टेस्ट केला म्हणून. सो इंडिया अलायन्साचो हितून ते लिंक ना म्हणटा.
ते कोण सांगपाक हे प्रश्न ताका म्हाका प्रतिप्रश्न करपाक जाय. रॉयला फर्नांडीस कोण? एक रिजायन्ड काँग्रेस पर्सन who resigned for the sake of her selfish motive of contesting this election when 1.5 year term उरला म्हणटा ते पण रिजायन जाता आणि काँग्रेस सोडून एक पॅरलल काँग्रेस रेडी करता म्हणपी कॅन्डिडेट सांगता इंडिया अलायन्साचें इलेक्शन न्ही म्हणून. इज इट अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अलायन्स एनी पार्टनर्स? आज प्रत्येक इंडिया अलायन्साचो पार्टनर इंक्लुडिंग कॅप्टन विर्यातोन क्लियर कट सांगला की we should not allow backdoor entry of BJP of this election by voting proxy candidates of BJP. And Royla is the first proxy candidate of BJP, and I reiterate that fact. Royla is the first proxy candidate of BJP, and Popu is followed by Popu. And that is why Ekta Patlan Churchill Babasa, who is hobnobbing with Chief Minister and BJP, and whole Banavli constituency knows about it. And Royla, obviously, otherwise she wouldn't have contested this election, defying her party, where she said that she is a Congress person. So it is all lies. It is a white lie. उरल्या ते वोटर आम्ही जे आसा बाणावली कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचे, दे आर गोइंग टू वोट वायजली. देर शुड नॉट बी एनी डाउट.
बट शी सेइंग दॅट काँग्रेस जे वोटर्स आसा ते सगळे तेका सपोर्ट करतात.
काँग्रेस वर्कर्स ते सांगतात ताजे तूं ताका बरोबर पळयल्या ताजे हांगा बुथूय ना मरे. फूल कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन आमी बूथ मेजले 12 आनी 13 टोटल 25 सुमार बूथ्स आसा. थंय ताजे बुथार बसपी लोकूच ना जाल्यार खंय गेले ताजे काँग्रेस वर्कर्स? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. She was trying to create a narrative. I think she has failed miserably in that narrative.
The Mopsa police conducted a special tenant verification drive at Kolwale on Saturday. The operation led to significant enforcement actions and arrests, underscoring the police's proactive approach to crime prevention and community welfare. The measure is part of an ongoing efforts to maintain law and order in the community.
In a bid to enhance security and check bad characters, the Mapusa police carried out 127 tenant verifications drive at Kolwale. This process is crucial for ensuring that all residents are properly documented, thereby reducing the likelihood of illegal activities and improving overall safety. The drive also focused on enforcing public health and safety regulations. Police booked 17 cases under the Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Act, COTPA, targeting the illegal sale and consumption of tobacco products in public spaces.
In response to the landslide reported at Malpe Poroskode in Perne on Saturday, restoration and debris removal with the help of an earth excavator was underway on Sunday, highlighting the negligence and unbothered attitude of the authorities. The dangerous design of the low walls and the precarious, badly cut laterite mountainside poses a threat to the lives of commuters. Locals have demanded that the government take strict action to ensure such incidents are not repeated in the future. They have also urged the authorities to complete the national highway immediately.
कित्येक वर्षा झाली ह्या रस्त्याचे काम चालू असा. एक म्हणजे दर्जाहीन हे काम असा. याचे सर्वे जर पहिला रस्त्याची जाल्यार पूर्ण एकदम सारखे म्हणजे सकयल्या दराचे हे काम केल्ले आसा. आम्ही आजराचो जर रस्तो पळयलो, आजरासून कोल्हापूर वचणारो जर रस्तो पळयलो जाल्यार त्याची सर्वेज पयली जाल्यार उदका सारखी लेवल केल्ली आसा. एका खेड्या सारख्या त्या भागांनी जर रस्तो जावंक शकता. आणि गोंय हे आमचे आमी ट्युरिझम मॅपा वयले व्हडलें भूषण म्हणटात. आणि ह्या रस्त्याची दशा पळया. हो जे हांगासर रिटेनिंग वॉल आसा, त्या रिटेनिंग वॉलाक गेले 1 म्हयन्या पयलीं आमी सांगलें की पावसा पयलीं हेचेर कितें तरी जावपाक जाय म्हणून. ही जर वॉल आसा तर बॅलन्स पळय, हे पूर्ण बॅलन्स रस्त्याच्या एवढे लावणलेलो आसा. नशीब ते सायडीतलो वॉल पडलो हो मातसो कमी आसा. दुर्दैवाच्या बिचाऱ्या फॅमिलीचे जे हांगरसून वयताली तेंचे किती कोणाक सांपाडली ना त्यांच्या फातर बॉनेटाचेर फातर पडले म्हणून. अशें दिसतालें की हो वॉल पयलीं पडटलो पावस येयल्या नंतर. अजून वेळ गेल्ली ना. हो पडच्या पयलीं तेचेर कितें तरी करपाक जाय. सरकार अजून न्हिदलेलें आहा. हांगासरलो बिचारो आमदार सुद्दां सांगता की आपल्याक ते आयकनात म्हणून. एक निदान सरकार आसा तरी कोणाक लागून हें कळना तुम्ही लोकांचें आयकनात तुम्ही तुमच्या सरकारांतल्या आमदारांचें आयकनात म्हणजे ओवरऑल मागीर कोणा कडेन मागप आमी हो सगळे गोश्टींचो न्याय मागप कोणा कडेन काय म्हाका दिसता की ज्या पद्दतीन हें चल्लां हे हांगासर ज्या वेळाचेर गुजरातची एक बस आनी टँकराचो एक्सिडेंट जाल्लो आनी कित्येक एका कुटुंबातले अनेक लोक मेल्ले तशी हांगासर परत एकदा ह्या मालप्या गांवांत दुर्घटना घडटली हांव विनंती करता सरकारा कडेन की हे घडचें न्हू हेचेर जाणीवपूर्वक आनी एकदम लक्ष घालून हेचेर हे टास्काक हेचें काम पूर्ण करपाक.
Goa State Indian Medical Association, in collaboration with NALSA, under the guidance of Honorable High Court Judge Mahesh Sonak, has successfully issued the operationalization of the end-of-life care guidelines. Goa is now the first state to implement the Advanced Medical Directive, which includes living wills and advanced directives for medical decisions to be executed well in advance when one is in a sound physical, mental, social and spiritual health.
Last year in January, the Ho Supreme Court of India issued directives to streamline the procedure for executing the Advanced Medical Directive (AMD). Goa State IMA, in collaboration with National Legal Services Authority and guided by Honorable High Court Judge Mahesh Sonak, has successfully implemented these guidelines, making Goa the first state to do so. Dr. Pradeep Padwal had the privilege of executing his living will at a public function in Ponda. Dr. Shekhar Salkar and Dr. Sandesh Chodankar served as witnesses, while Dr. Medha Salkar stamped the seal as a gazetted officer. This event, organized by IMA Goa State in association with Pona Taluka Legal Services Authority, IMA Bicholi, and IMA Ponda, marks a significant milestone in the state's healthcare system. Devendra for Herald TV.
A large tree fell on the stone fence and car belonging to Phillips Muscourageous in the Perne municipality area, resulting in substantial damage. The incident occurred during the gusty winds before rainfall on Friday afternoon, leading to multiple similar occurrences. Councillor Siddesh Pednikar estimated the damage to be approximately 20 lakh rupees. Perne Fire Brigade, civil authorities and electricity personnel collaborated to manage the situation.
काल सांजचो जो पावस आणि मोठ्या प्रमाणात जो वारो येयलो त्या वाऱ्याच्या पावसान ते सावरीचे झाड असले म्हणजे ते जवळजवळ खूप वर्षाचे असले आणि आम्ही ऑलरेडी पहिली आम्ही मामलेदाराची आणि डेप्युटी कलेक्टरची परमिशनही घेतलेली पण प्रॉब्लेम का आता कोण म्हणजे परमिशन मेळटा पण हांचो पडटा म्हणजे स्वता कोण पुढाकार घेयनाच जाले अशें ह्या फावटी सुद्दां आमच्या मनान अशें आसले सुद्दां पण आता काल तो वारो येयल्या कारणान ते राती जवळजवळ 5:30 उत्सव ताबडतोब येयलो पयलीं फायर ब्रिगेडीक फोन केलो लायटी डिपार्टमेंटाक फोन केलो तशेंच जे आमचे लुकसाण जालें तशेंच गाडयेचें लुकसाण जालें तेजे गॅरेजचें लुकसाण जालें तो सुद्दां दुरीग आहा तोय मोडलेलो आहा तो फेलिक्स मास्करन पयलींचो माजी नगरसेवकय आसलो तो कारणान आनी तेजे बरेचशें लुकसाण जालेलें आनी आमकां तशेंच फायरान बरो हेल्प केलो लेट जालो कारणा खातीर की ते इब्रामपूर गेल्या कारणान म्हाका थोडो लेट जालो पण बऱ्यापैकी येयले बरें तेंची हेल्प केली तसोच एक संजय म्हणा ते JCB हाडले सगळे बरें सगळ्यांनी आमकां बरो सहकार्य केलो फायरानय केलो सहकार्य तसो लायटी डिपार्टमेंटान सहकार्य केलो आतां ट्राफिकाक फोन केलो की जेणे करून हयसर मातशें 2 पोलीस दवरचें काम मातशें फास्ट जावनी आनी सगळे एक दिलगिरी कशी व्यक्त करता की राती मातशी लायटीचो प्रॉब्लेम जालो सगळ्यांचो म्हणून पण सगळ्यांनी गव्हर्मेंट स्टाफान बरोबर हेल्प केलेला.
सिद्धेश बाबा आता खुबशे झाड पळय आता ते आनी एक झाड आसा पडपाच्या मार्गान आसात ते खंय तरी ब्रांचीस तेंचे फुडें आसात असले जे झाड आसात जे डेंजर आसात खंय तरी भाटकाराचे बीन आसता पळय तेंच्या कडल्यान परमिशन घेवन कापपाक किंवा मेळना
भाटकार सुद्दां हांव म्हणटा प्रॉब्लेम काय अशी 4-5 म्हाज्या वॉर्डान झाडां आसली दिल्लेली आहा लायटीचेर घरांचेर थंयसर म्हाका कालो तरी सांगले पण कितें आहा भाटकार सांगता तूं करून घे मग सरकारची बाजू येयल्या कारणान म्हाका प्रॉब्लेम गव्हर्मेंट दिता हांव म्हणटा परमिशनय दिता खर्चाची बाजू तरी मी ते भाटकाराक सांगन कशा पद्दतीन जाता ते सांगून घेता.
हय न्ही कितें झाड पडलें
हय ते आमचे अक्रॉस द रोड न्ही एक झाड आसा शिवलीचे ते पडले आनी फूल सारकी व्हडले व्हडले हे ते लॉग व्हडले बाग ताका आसले ते सगळे आमचे हाजे पळोवन आमची गाडी आनी प्रॉपर्टी दुरी सगळे कंपाउंड सगळे मोडले.
ऑलमोस्ट कितले डॅमेज आसूं शकता मॅम अराउंड
Father Cedric Prakash has said that there may be by-elections in 140 constituencies where there was manipulation of EVM machines. The positives of this election was that the voters were highly aware. He also said the real challenge now lies ahead due to the fractured mandate. If we had enlightened citizenship, the country will not fall into an abyss. He was speaking on the topic of challenges of possible responses to post-election India, organized by Alliance of Justice and Harmony.
Now, there are at least 140 seats in the country in which there is enough evidence to show that the EVMs have been manipulated, the counting has not been proper, the postal ballots which had to be counted before, were counted only at the end. And now there is a whole kind of move by civil society groups and citizens all over the country asking both the Election Commission and the Supreme Court to look into these 140 seats to be able to authenticate them. Already now, if you see our yesterday's papers, maybe in at least 2 constituencies there may be by-elections. So I think we need what is taking place for these elections. A great amount of awareness where the ordinary citizen was concerned on so many things, on getting one's name onto the electoral rolls, ensuring that one goes to exercise one franchise, which is, I think, it is a duty. Voting for the right candidate, voting against corruption, communalism, every form of anti-constitutional activity and so on. And I think by and large the citizens of India across the board, in the urban and in the rural area, the illiterate and the most educated, the civil society groups, and across the religious divide, people have come. But now there is much more work to do. It is what we call a very fractured mandate. The BJP does not have that necessary 272 to rule the country. They are very dependent on the DDP and the JDU, and also on some of their other allies. They stop at nothing. In their dirty bag of tricks, they have any amount of money, they have bustle, they have manipulation, they can buy up people, they are like what is happening in Haryana. They can buy up people, they can go. We have had it in Goa too, when Congress elected members come and join the BJP. They stop at nothing. But if we have an enlightened citizenship, a citizenship that is vigilant, then I think the country will never fall into the complete abyss, the hell of dictatorship.
In a positive initiative, the Goa Police Department organized a 10-kilometer anti-narcotic marathon with the theme No to Drugs to spread awareness about the substance abuse and its side effects. The marathon began at Dr. Shyam Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium and proceeded to Bamboli and then returned to the stadium.
Other women to also run, and the message is like no to drugs, and addiction is a huge problem for in Goa and rest of the world as well. So that's the main message that I want to send, say no to drugs.
And before this, how many marathon you have participated?
I'm not in a marathon, I've only done half marathons and 10 kilometers.
And how you prepared yourself for such a run?
I run
today?
Regularly, I have a coach, so we train on a regular basis. So this was just a part of the regular training.
Ma'am, any message from your side, the girls who are willing to participate in marathon for the first time?
I think women, especially young girls, should take running as a sport, and just sport in general. It keeps you fit, it keeps you healthy, and that's the main reason actually. If I can run at my age, I think anyone can run. So don't be afraid to start, just take small steps, train with a group, and I hope a lot of other women and girls take up running because it brings a lot of joy.
Ma'am, this run is for the awareness. What do you think that the youngsters are getting addicted to the drugs, like things?
I think, and maybe in schools and in colleges, there should be a lot of awareness and talks. Children these days are like, if I have the same problem with my kids, they are with screens. So it's difficult to get them out of the house, especially when they're teenagers. But I think if there's awareness and more education at a younger age, maybe in schools and colleges should be a program in which children are made to be aware of addictions and problems that they cause, and get them involved in sport. And
you need to fit in that group circle to, if you use that bad language, and if you are a simple person like me, in order to fit in that, you need to be like them. So we often tend to, fall in that. So I feel youth have a strong will and say no to drugs.
When the run started morning time, what was the thought in your mind? And it was also raining, so what was that?
Normally we don't you know, when you warm up, you don't expect your body to cool down. And when you have speeches and all, you tend to, you know, but no matter, they all motivate you. If you take it in a positive manner, I think you'll do it.
This is a running
How it feels to win? How it feels to win?
It's a very good experience. I mean, saying no to
Just
your,
remember, you don't
when you
need
get
any
all
substance
the
abuse. You just
heavy
need to
thoughts
get
in
it
your
right.
mind, you know, to give up.
This is
It's very
running
hard. You can't take it. I don't know, you should just walk in, you know. But you know, you should so in order to say no to that, it's a big thing. And if you say no to that, no, I will do it. I will not stop in the middle. I will maybe slow down at a pace that I'm comfortable and then cope up. I think determination.
Story by Sagun Gaude for Herald TV.
Ponsache Fest was celebrated ahead of San Juan on 24th World Goa Day by Marius Festekar and his team at the Pharmacy College in Panjim. The focus was on the jackfruit in particular, but also on Goan cuisine, art, culture, music and Goan lifestyle. The National Association for the Blind and Lok Vishwas School for Differently Able also collaborated and participated in this event. Most of the vendors and the organizers wore the traditional kopel in anticipation of San Juan, which is celebrated with much fanfare on the 24th of June and is a feast of St. John the Baptist.
Just a few words. I would like to thank the media. They've come in force to yet again to support this event. And I can see a lot of our friends here. And we cannot forget all our friends here from National Association of the Blind, to Lok Vishwas, to Karam's here, Sultan's here, our chess friends are here. 4 years ago we had done a festival called Guzgancha Fest in Santa Cruz. So I'm happy that they're loyal to me and they keep coming wherever we go. So we won't take much time because the next program is all ready. We have to turn back. They're going to start slicing the ponos, cutting the ponos. Yes.
माझा co-host Dr. Lee, welcome.
Hi everyone. We'd like to welcome you on behalf of Voice Pestakar, Marius Fernandez. Thank you very much to the media, our friends, and we have a lot of vendors here. So please patronize the stalls.
Welcome to yet another Goiche Fest by our Marius Fernandez and his Festa team. For your information, let me say that Marius Fernandez has been doing this fest for over 25 years and this is his 84th festival, and these festivals are to recognize Goa's heritage, culture, life of people and empowering marginalized communities within Goa. And also today another significant milestone is there. That is, this is the 24th World Goa Day. And this World Goa Day recognition of Goa was started by Marius Fernandez 24 years back. And so we are celebrating these two things. About festival, I have been saying it earlier also. These are inclusive and festivals for all communities to come together. We are celebrating diversity in our life.
That's all we have in the newscast. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news and information, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.